Fort Lauderdale Mayor Dean Trantalis joins us now live on the phone. Mayor, thank you for being with us tonight. Earlier this evening, you declared a state of emergency for the city. What exactly does that mean for people who live and work there? Will they be able to access any sort of help at this point?
So, first of all, thank you for having me on your show tonight. It's really important that people understand the severity of this storm. Many people have made their way home, and we're kind of asking everyone to stay home if they can, so that emergency vehicles are not trapped in the traffic that too often we see in situations like this. A lot of the intersections have now been cleared, even though they have been flooded. I saw some areas where almost 2 feet of water had accumulated, and some of these smaller cars just couldn't make it through. So, you know, we encourage people to be smart when they drive. The state of emergency that we signed, I signed at 5:23 this afternoon, allows us to access state resources. I've received calls from Kevin Guthrie, who's the head of emergency management here in our state, as well as Jimmy Petronis, who is the state CFO. Both of them have indicated their willingness to move forward aggressively in trying to bring resources to our area. That includes sending 25 pump trucks from their Central Florida location, which should be on their way momentarily, trying to pump out some of these really affected areas that are now swimming in water, as we now see some of these neighbors are suffering.
Mayor, no doubt you've heard the forecast. We're expecting more rain even tomorrow and perhaps even the day after. So what is the city doing to prepare for that?
Well, what can you do? What can you do with us? I mean, it's really unfortunate that we're going to be getting more rain. But the good thing is it's not like April 12th. April 12th, we got 26 inches of rain in 5 hours. This rain is spread over a period of days, and also, we're not suffering from the king tide experience, which we did last year. And also, the ground wasn't as saturated last year as today. We now experience. We had a sort of a drought, but I can tell you right now, the water has now seeped into the ground, and we're pretty much full. So we're just hoping that Mother Nature protects us over the next couple of days, and we should get through this.
Mayor, what are the toughest areas as far as flooding in your city? Our reporter, Anna McAllister, was just on Las Olas Boulevard, but she was on Sistrunk earlier. Both of those areas, several inches of water. Are there certain pockets that are worse than others?
No, unfortunately, the misery has been spread throughout the city this time. Downtown has seen significant flooding. The southern part of the city, those neighborhoods, River Oaks and Edgewood, they're getting a lot of rainwater from the airport area as the water comes off of the runways into Osceola Creek, and that is flooding the neighborhood. So it's a lot of water in a lot of different places, and but again, we get through this because neighbors are helping neighbors, and we see a lot of people helping one another, trying to get their cars from stalled situations and going from door to door, making sure that seniors are not being trapped in their homes. So we'll get through this. The rain has subsided now, so we have a little breathing space to kind of see what the state of things is, and we can move forward.
And Mayor, lastly, obviously, even though you don't necessarily want to be tested like this, it does test the storm drainage efforts in your city. I know after April of 2023, which you referenced, the city had a big effort to upgrade its storm drainage efforts. So what's the verdict so far?
So, you know, these things take time. We had already been in the process of making more resilient our neighborhoods through stormwater infrastructure. What we did since then is we accelerated the progress. We call it Fortify Lauderdale, and we're trying to move more aggressively. I don't think we've gotten there yet, but it's a 5 to 8 year plan. But we're doing our best to try to accommodate our neighbors and make sure that we're resilient for the future. So little by little, we're getting there, but we're certainly aware of the necessity to move forward aggressively.
Mayor Trantalis of Fort Lauderdale. The work, of course, ongoing, but this is a good test to show where things stand. We appreciate your time tonight.
Thank you. You have a good night.
Mr. Mayor, thank you.